out to go ahead, hit someone with that arrow, trying to get herself a win. All right, so we're going to the Sunken City for game 1.
They'll have bolt arrows that can bend around corners. They'll have to look out for getting shot by those.
Gotcha. So we have Mustoffa and Saruler. All right, right out the gate, Saruler getting the first point. All right, oh yeah, I forgot. This map actually has the blocks that move right off the bat. They're gonna have to play close attention to not getting caught by that because I know it is on a timer.
Yeah, these things catch pros all the time. You don't have the time to think about them in a match.
Nope, just like that, Mustoffa getting himself on the board.
Looks like he wanted to keep playing the wall game, but he fell on the ground by accident.
Yeah, I mean, it's better to go ahead and have those tech flubs early in the match rather than later.
Yeah. There's some bolts.
Ooh, coming out with a bolt arrow.
Good
using the
block.
wrap, hitting it from behind. Yeah, no, Mustoffa actually just calling out his opponent right there, basically throwing one in front, forcing him to grab it, and from there, hitting his blind side. All right, jumping on the blocks now. Ooh! And Mustoffa coming down with the arrow.
Those diagonal shots will sneak up on you. All the arrows in this game track, so you just kind of got to throw it around where the enemy is. Don't worry too much about aiming.
And Mustoffa with a great grab. Ooh! And Saruler in a very dangerous situation, just like that, getting head stomped. No, I really like the movement that I'm seeing from Mustoffa, especially on that last point. Straight coming down and timing his dash to where he knew he was going to get the head stomp. Oh, but getting
that
caught.
That arrow caught up on him. It'll wrap a second time just like that in open air.
Yep, and actually denying Mustoffa that game. All right, nice catch right there. Ooh, double catch. All right, using his own and catching. Ooh, but
again.
getting caught one more time.
Those smushers.
Woo. I know this man getting hit by that thwomp block. Goodness.
This is a good final point.
All right, big chest. Ooh. And Saruler using everything, doing it yet again. Getting another point instead of just the tie this time. No, ladies and gentlemen, that is what happens when you do have arrow advantage. Why not just shoot a flurry at your opponent? They can't catch everything.
The other thing he had going for him is this lava on the sides, just preventing any screen wraps.
Oops, good stuff.
Trapped in that pit up there. Didn't get punished though.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Well, at the same time, Saruler only had one arrow.
It's true. He was very safe in there.
Yeah, but right now, Mustoffa has full arrow advantage of all 6 that are available on this map.
He also made sure to pick his crown back up after it got shot off. Ooh.
Yep, and finally, after a few tries, Mustoffa finally getting this game.
He kept the height advantage in that spot.
Yeah, but all right, Mustoffa right off the gate is already just showing off his tech skill and just knowing where he needs to place the arrow to go ahead and get these W's. But now we have a counter pick coming from Saruler. And are we playing on the sacred ground?
Yep.
Okay.
Don't only have to worry about arrows and darkness in this one, I think.
All right, again, Mustoffa just picking up where he left off. Quick point.
These maps don't have a lot of wraps in them, so it's really easy to get caught in a corner.
Yeah, no, and I really like that Saruler did end up picking this as his counter pick just because he noticed that Mustoffa was really taking advantage of the wraps just like that, putting him in terrible situations. And you know what? Great shot by Saruler right there, sneaking in that arrow and getting the miracle grab.
There's not a lot of power-ups here either. There's only kind of bubbles and more arrows, so you're playing a very basic form of the game. You can really focus on your arrow-to-arrow interactions without having to worry about like crazy stuff exploding on you or crushing you.
Yep. No, but these players is playing very patient, trying to lay some traps down right now. Very, very even, but ooh!
Quick catch. Looks like they've figured out each other's play style a bit. They're giving enough space to react.
Yeah, but there's one thing you just cannot react to, the head bunk, yet again, putting Mustoffa up. going back in. Oh, the wraps have finally started showing up again. Now Mustoffa has the wings, shooting one arrow up, and ooh, nothing from Saruler, playing very, very patient right now.
Mustoffa was trying to figure out how to get up above, but there was no way to, just like we were saying.
Mustoffa missing the little in-between area right there, but now has 2 arrows and going on the offensive, but it's gonna not pay off for him. Saruler, realizing what was happening, let him waste a couple of arrows, shot his own flurry.
It looked like he dodged a little early and got punished for it. Sounds like the crowd loves this Towerfall match.
Ooh, no, Saruler just trying to get in with these wings. Ooh, very, very close. Now we're in close quarters.
Flying.
No, but Saruler actually just backing off. Ooh.
Just missed his head.
Yeah, he's definitely going for it right there. But right next to each other, Mustoffa taking advantage and using that arrow to get himself another point.
That was basically a round of joust.
I don't know, both of them just came up head of steam, no fear.
That was a bubble.
Ooh, great grab. Ooh, almost getting him with the top catch, but
again, they both slowed down so much now. Looking for the other person to step just a little bit further than a safe spot.
yeah, no, at the same time, I think that's just the map, realizing that you have to use the arrows that you have to go ahead and get anything going. Now Mustoffa, oh, he had none for a quick sec, but now he does have 2.
Oof. 2 tinks. That was just because he went in with less arrows.
No, and that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is why you do love having arrow advantage. In those situations, your opponent had 2. You have 3, you know what, 2 clinks, and then that last one is going to be the point for you. But now we are at the last point here on this map. Is this going to be 2-0? No, it is going to be 1-1 now.
These players love to make an exciting final point. Happening right now. Just figuring out spacing. Oh. What happened there?
Arrows.
Arrows happened.
No, and just like that, Saruler does get himself on the board. Now we're at 1-1. Misspoke on that last one. Some good stuff. Now we are, where are we going? Counter pick? Ooh, going to flight.
Now we've got a lot of screen wraps.
I know, Mustoffa just going back to really where he was excelling right off the bat. Just like that, trying to use the wraps, but ended up just overwhelming Saruler right there. One thing I really enjoy and like is the fact that players just respect each other to go ahead and get the chest. It's like they don't just try to go in right away, get this flurry going. They both will just sit there, have the respect enough to just allow your opponent to go ahead, get that chest, and then start having some fun.
Some of them are real risky to go for.
Okay.
Like, neither of those players could get to these top 2, so what Mustoffa's going to try and do is use the bomb arrows that he got to now control the second chest, so he can get them again. But he hasn't really been using them to his advantage.
No, but what Mustoffa does have his arrow advantage, and just like that, coming in the clutch.
When someone's coming at you with arrow advantage, it's a good idea to try and run and get them to bleed out some of their arrows, trying to peg you.
Yep.
Because they'll feel rich and flush with arrows, and they'll try and shoot them.
No, is a real strategy. Both these players really trying to figure out one another. And to your point earlier, they have just slowed it down so much compared to what it was before. No, but, you know, that arrow right there, getting him. Oh, and actually on fire, going through the torch. There we go. All right,
If you're
players have
cloning kids
shield.
up arrows like that, you gotta go catch them.
And Mustoffa actually catching 2 of the arrows right after his shield went away. Some very clutch stuff for him right now. Trying to seal out and move on through the winner bracket.
Saruler's going to try and hold on to that bubble. You can't catch arrows or you'll still lose your bubble. So jumping to dodge him is best.
Oh, Mustoffa using the wrap again. Catching 2 arrows.
No.
Oh, very, very close.
Watch out for the head. Wow, that was so close.
Yep, at that last second, Mustoffa grabbing 1 more arrow
right
to
there,
avoid
yep.
the head bonk.
Huge bomb advantage.
Yep, no, just like that. Bomb arrow coming in. And Mustoffa was just caught in no man's land, unable to dash away and use the wrap to get out of there.
Sometimes it's better to dash into a bomb arrow and pick it back up. Both players with shields are going to try and pop them from a distance.
Yep, just like that. Both of them are popped. Now, Mustoffa shoot. Arrow advantage coming in, just like that.
I think what was going on is that Mustoffa slowed down the game so much that he was bleeding Saruler out of arrows. And then once he had the arrow advantage, he would just come in strong because there's nothing you could do to stop him.
No, and Mustoffa moving on.